Hey everybody, watch this review here. We look at Nightwing from the DC Universe Classics All-Star Wave. If you're not familiar with the All-Star Wave, it is the, successor to the World's Greatest Superheroes line, which is basically just repacks of figures outside the normal waves so they can reissue them at the same time they're shipping other waves into stores. Because there are a lot of characters who are considered sort of essential that people do want to pick up, but obviously they can't include them in every wave for whatever reason. I guess it's kind of a logistical thing, though. At any rate, for those of you not familiar with Nightwing, this is the grown-up Dick Grayson after he decided to abandon the mantle of Robin and, establish himself as a separate entity from Batman. Also that freed up the mantle so another character could assume it, in this case, Jason Todd, who later on went on to be murdered by the Joker after losing a fan vote. Not a very well-liked character. He came back from the dead as a villain, though. But yeah, enough about him. Nightwing led the Teen Titans as both Robin and as himself for a good number of years. Other characters included in these reissues are the Batman from the first wave, the DC Universe Classics. Actually, he's in the black and gray, like in the Gotham City 5-pack, I think. This one is the Superman from the Gotham City 5-pack as well. The Green Lantern that originally seen in the Solomon Grundy wave. Green Arrow seen in the Chemo wave. The Flash originally seen in the I can't remember wave. It was either 7 or 8. Power Girl from the Walmart exclusive wave, which is a good thing, given the rarity of that wave. And then, of course, himself. So let's open this up and take a look. Before I forget, all the figures with the 75th anniversary packaging do come with a little pin. Each of them is different. This one shows Batman and Robin. But yeah, it's cheap. It's a chintzy little show of appreciation, but hey, it's kind of cool. I just can't believe that DC it's only been around 75 years, just because, you see it's just a really, really old company. Although 75 years, obviously, is a super long time. But yeah, he also comes with 2 Scrima sticks, which he does not hold very well. And, like all the other reissues, no Build-A-Figure piece, or Collect and Connect piece, sorry. Instead, he comes with a base, but it's just a generic base, not like the cool Superpowers bases that we saw later on. And this, of course, is a point of contention because we're paying $15 for the same figure as the other ones that are coming out that have Collect and Connect pieces. So, I guess in some instances it's kind of cool because we are getting these characters that you might have missed the first time around, and it might be cheaper than buying it online, or probably is, so. However, no matter what, it still bugs me a little bit. Let's take a closer look at this figure, shall we? First thing, these Scrima sticks have a little holster on the back here, or I don't know if you'd call it a holster, but they clip in there so you don't lose him when you decide to display him without the Scrima sticks, just because he doesn't hold them all that well, as already mentioned. Apparently the thing on the back doesn't hold them all that well either. Nightwing had numerous costumes over the year, including sort of a gold and black look for him that actually had more of a utility belt. This version has his little utility, I guess you'd call them wristbands or leg bands or whatever, but it serves the same function where it keeps his various gadgets. You'll also notice a little bit of flash here on each of the arms. It's just sloppy production work. I should also point out that his hair has these kind of tacky blue highlights. It's a lighter highlight than you see with the later reissued Robin, possibly even on the original Robin, where it's just like these huge streaks in it are there, but, it's something they could have kind of done without, or if they'd just gone a little bit lighter, I would have been happy. You'll also notice that the paint looks a little bit glossier in certain areas, like from down here to the bottom of the boot it's glossier, then from here to the bottom of the glove it's glossier than the actual body. I'm not sure why that is, or if it's done for a specific effect, or I don't know. But yeah, he's a decent looking figure. He's was a sort of likable, unlikable character in the comics. I don't know if you really followed it, but he was really a jerk during part of his Teen Titans run. And some people just really disliked him for that reason. I mean, the thing you have to remember, though, is that he was a junior superhero and he was growing up, and, it's just part of the superhero maturity phase or whatever. I don't know. In terms of articulation, it's just the standard stuff. I probably don't need to really explain it, because if you've seen any video, you'll know what these things can and can't do. In his case, the thing that he can't do is really move the head down up. It just goes a very tiny portion down, then sticks up because the hair just extends so far in the back and impedes the motion. But other than that, we have a normal exorcist range of motion here on the head. The usual ab joint, waist joint, legs, thigh, single joint knee, and then ankle articulation. All in all, I picked him up to add him to my Teen Titans roster. I haven't actually unboxed like half my Titans for some stupid reason. In some cases, because I like the packaging. In other cases, it's just, I don't know. But for the time being, let's put him next to the hilariously out-of-scale Beast Boy, because they decided to go with a much smaller look for the character for some reason, even though, I mean, many portrayals, he was kind of roughly the same height as Nightwing. And also Batman, who, is basically the same figure with different paint each time, for an idea of scale. Also, Nightwing is kind of cool just because he's sort of a niche character, having been a prominent new Teen Titan as well as a prominent original Titan back when he was Robin and not Nightwing. So, I mean, he works well with your Gotham City crowd in addition to working well with your Titans lineup. And we are getting Raven in, what was it, Wave 15? Or 16, I think. Or, whenever. Plus, we got a whole ton of Titans in Wave 13, which still hasn't hit my area. But yeah, if you can find this guy, might be worth picking him up. Till next time, folks.